Part 1, Session 2B. Yes, Cosmic Comforter, Commander, Chief, Color Kingdom, New World Creative Arts, and the kind-hearted Kinky King. Okay, y'all, listen up, pay close attention. We's and us's are all about practicing positive policies, possessing productive publicizing, instead of poisonous, polluted, politicized propaganda. See what I'm talking about? Are y'all with me? Listen up. Presently pushing democracy as opposed to an opposite of dictators, democracy. All right? Now that idea of democracy came from somebody else that I heard over a talk radio show. So I'm not trying to claim that as my original and unique concept. Nevertheless, fortunately, furthermore, mercy merchant money made manifesting militarized machine might. I'll explain that to you. I'm quite aware that I have to break everything down to its basic, fundamental, simple, bare necessities. Oh well, hello, here we are again. And you know that what we are supposed to be doing, and as a mandatory must, and that is to elevate ourselves, to raise our conscience, what they call conscience. I did not say conscious, okay? Because to me, that is not scientific, nor is it dealing with chemistry. Because it has to be an internalized condition, climatic, currency, circuits circulating in a chemical formulation. All right, so that is why I keep saying conscience, because we're bringing together the spirit source science system, sovereign system, something that is flowing, okay, like fluid, water, moisture, wetness, okay, electricity. So we are dealing with the electromagnetic field color complectrix. Now it begins to make sense to you as I slow it down and make it plain and simple. But you know me, I'm gonna crank it up, baby. It's gonna get hot. It's in my nature, you know what I'm talking about. Therefore, I am the original creative artist, CHD, American Avatar, Avenger. You see what I'm talking about? I am not only a warrior, but a victor. You see, I know that we have already won these battles on the battleground of Calvary in the spiritual realm. So therefore, I was sent, called, and chosen to tell y'all this, to encourage y'all. You'll have to believe in yourself. You'll have to know in yourself, to love thyself. Okay? Plain and simple. Meanwhile, wealthy womanhood's witty wisdom is worthy of worshiping, spirituously and absolutely against religiously. Simply said again, because basically all man-made manufactured mythological mindsets are anti-Africanian Africa. It doesn't matter if you got some Islamic friends, Christian friends, Hebrew, Israelite, black Jews, or whosoever. Let me stop right here, point blank, and express this idea to you. I came across somebody who, at first, I kind of like stereotyped because I saw them on a YouTube presentation, you know, a heavyset guy, you know, looked very young. And, you know, I said maybe he's one of those hip-hop gangster rappers, you know. They're, you know, the ones they call fats. You know, they got a lot of money and sold some CDs and stuff like that. You know, sell some crack, you know, some dope, you know, sling, you know, con man and all of that. But when they brought him on in this bookstore, I think they call it Black and Noble, this guy proved to be very educated. Not only school-wise, but street-wise, common sense-wise. This guy, let me give you his name, if I can pronounce it right. I think it's Umar Abdullah Johnson. And I picked him out to be the leader of these people who they call Garveyites. I came up with a creative name, a very inventive and unique expression, where I say Garvey Might. All right? M-I-G-H-T, because we're dealing with somebody who I believe was not only the Honorable Messiah Marcus Garvey, but he was mighty because he actualized what he talked about. This man, beyond anybody else in recent history that I know of. Now, there were other men who did invest into industry and shipping lanes and all of that stuff like that to help what they call Negroes and black people of those days. But nobody else parallels this man. Even though they try to equate this so-called, which is a dishonorable person, but let's say the way they go and say the name, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There's no equation with that man. This man distracted us with his religion, an Asiatic Arab religion, Islamic Muslim. That's an invader and an intrusion. And that helped stop us from developing the industry, businesses, schools, and everything else intellectual and educational that we needed from an African or Africanian perspective, etc., etc. Anyway, Mr. Abdullah Umar Johnson, I mean, this guy is smart. I mean, he knows about the kids, the educational system, and all of that good stuff like that. He can rattle. He got some pipes. He can blow. He can talk. He's a motor mouth. I mean, he can articulate ideas, and they still come out clear. However, wouldn't you know it, I'm always listening, and I'm always analyzing and synthesizing incoming information. And I'm a lie detector. I filter all contaminations out. I screen out all toxins. And at some part of one of his later representations, lectures, discourses, he mentions the word Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he says he's an Islamic Muslim. Nobody's perfect. And he stands to correct himself and to evolve creatively, just like I did myself. I crossed over from being a true Christian, which is a false Christian because none of it is truthful, into a Christ-likelian. And I explained that to you in a blog called Christ-likelian. You'll have to go to my website and look up that URL that says Blogspot or WordPress and read. Be long-winded. So, and I know other people who used to be a Christian or Islamic Muslim, and now they're not. They divested themselves of it. So we can do the same thing, because I like to see this young man. He ain't that young, but he's relatively young. I like to see this man excel to the top, the pinnacle peak of her precious perfect pyramid, because I would personally like to see this guy at some higher level of that pyramid. You see what I'm talking about? And I call it pyramida, phenomena, panoramica, Africa Aspura. Okay? Now, albeit better beneficially bestowed, blessed, NWCA graciously gives sun god heat, highest heaven's Holy Ghost spirit of truth, power, knowledge, know-how. That's what I give. Okay? Gallantly going far beyond, thus truly transcending, transmuting, transfiguring what we and us is so frequently here online over the various internet talk radio shows with well-meaning hosts and guests proclaiming the word, give truth to power. So be it. If that's what you believe and that's what you think, do it. But, however, that saying sounds sensible and is meant to be good. All right? Nevertheless, it do not necessarily address angry Anglo-America Al-Qaeda, antagonists, adversaries, archangel alien agents. All right? It is not militaristic enough. It has not been weaponized. It does not seem to understand and comprehend and apprehend in an artistic way that we are under attack and assault by a very violent and destructive enemy, energy, entity. All right? Satanic forces of this system. Do y'all hear me? Are you with me? Listen up. So then, I inform y'all that our only other optimized option is to speed up the vivid vibration frequencies of the bright, brilliant brain. The body's biological balance in certain beats and rhythms. You see what I'm talking about? Courageously increase the mind's motion, locomotion. Symphonic synchronization of whirling wavelengths. Listen up closely to the songs being played in the background. There are significant reasons for that. You see, you can conscientiously clearly hear my cosmic creations revolving, evolving, energy entities, executing and exercising echo-energistics. Original theme song soundtracks, playing performances in the background. It's Color Kingdom NWCA's cosmic computerized composition. Clear culture, clean culture, currencies, correctly charged communications. Certainly, I am talking all about cyber jazz, blues, rap, hip, and lap. Hello, y'all.